everybody. Welcome back to the Hayloft Game Room. It's been a while since we've been broadcasting, and quite honestly, we've fallen a little bit behind, so apologies all around. Today we will be opening a Midnight Hunt Bundle and talking a little bit about this particular magic product, just in terms of what we've seen. It's been a couple weeks since the release. There's been a lot of really cool stuff going on, and obviously we're looking forward to the next set release in November. Ooh, and this is honestly one of my favorite parts, is we get to put some of the artwork that is a byproduct of this stuff in our hayloft and contribute to our playroom. Come on down with me. Trying to get things to focus back again. I'm not entirely sure what is going on here. Make your own Harvest-Tide mask. I was not expecting this, and I'm not sure how well this will play in the hayloft ceiling art room, but kind of cool, I suppose. So anyways, this is Frank. I am joining you from, in this case, we're not in the hayloft. We've relocated temporarily to the basement in order to facilitate what will be our winter broadcast area. The hayloft, alas, has only extension cord power and absolutely no heating beyond that. It gets kind of cold sometimes, and electronics don't tend to work well. But we want to be able to bring you content beyond the seasonal variety. So as we start to turn here in the Northeast to a more chilly climate, we'll want to be able to continue to bring you stuff. Now, all right, first things first, the bundle for Midnight Hunt. So we saw, I believe, we discussed in one of our videos that the set boxes had transitioned to more of a draft box dimension. In other words, they were no longer those billowy, large, just quite honestly awkward sized boxes. Not great for shipping for the set boxes. They are more streamlined and actually a little bit smaller than the draft boxes now, which has caused some community issues and confusion in the fact that you buy a box and you get this and you think it's a draft box, but when you start opening the set boosters, those are wickedly different than what we've seen in the past, right? They're not one card in the rare and mythic rare slot. These bad boys here, there's fewer cards in them, and there can be a mixture of commons and uncommons, but you can get as many as 3, and at one point we even saw 4 rare cards in one of these set booster packs. So in a lot of regards, they have a lot more value, and to that end, I believe Wizards has, what they've done is they've downsized their bundle, which used to be 10 draft boosters. Now we get 8 set boosters. So we're hoping that the value continues to be in there and be very strong. The other piece, which comes spinning off of that, Triskaidekaphile is the bonus card here. That's a foil. That I would expect to have some value. And here's where that trail of thought is going. There's some awesome cards in this set. There's some cards that will do well in Commander. There's some cards that will do well in Standard. There's cards that will do well in Modern. And yet, on the single card market, these things haven't gained much value. Okay. So the Meat Hook Massacre and Ren and 7. All right, those cards, those 2 cards, 2. And if we get one here, I will shriek. But those 2 cards do have continued value in this set. And we drop down to some of the adversaries. I think is around $19, and then we start going down. But the way these cards work, they they are so playable in most, if not all, of the formats that I was expecting there to be some better pricing. But as we've seen in some videos from other MTG aficionados, let's call them, it's really hard to maintain any sort of value. This set is really good to play and open if you are into actually building your decks and playing with Magic. But in terms of a short-term investment, it's not going to be there. Long-term, well, honestly, the long-term investment of all of these products tends to be there if you're willing to wait on a long enough timeline. Let's see. I've been talking an awful lot. We need to see what we get here. All right. So with the set boxes, we have an art card. We get a land. And then we go through a mixture of commons and uncommons, going back and forth. The alternate art for this particular set is really cool. Let me see if I can at least get the lighting better so you guys can see that. And I apologize. There we go. That's a little bit better. And I apologize for the glare. Tovolar's Huntmaster in a foil Arrogant Outlaw, the Vampire Noble. Obviously, the Midnight Hunt set tends to focus on the Werewolf Tribal. And there's the Human Tribal that's mixed in there. And we're awaiting the next set for the Vampires. But those of us who have messed around with drafting and playing with some of these cards realize that there's some really hidden value. Curse of Silence in the Vampire cards in this deck. Ooh, I got a zombie token. I was really hoping for one of those. And so the Vampire cards tend to string together a little bit better for some playability, which gives you, oh, here we go. This. In the land cycle, the way they go monochromatic with these, the foil ones, and there is no way to do justice to this on our camera system here, but the foil lands are ridiculous. We love them. I would deck out all my basics in these if I could. Ooh, Dawnheart Mentor. Arlen the Pack's Hope. Actually, some decent value on this. She's a Planeswalker. Unruly Mob, a throwback card, and a Tree Folk. So we're just about halfway through this opening right here. We got a good mythic out of it. Yeah, I'm going to put that up here. Sorry, Leah, so I'm covering you. Yeah, decided to go with a Innistrad-based playmat. Seemed fitting. That and my penchant for angels tends to rule that out. Visions of Dominance. And actually, this is probably good for any sort of counter deck. I'm not sure if we can read that there. Oh, and a COK, a double rare. So this is the commander card, and this is the standard rare. And you could possibly get a foil one. This is our set card, a Fierce Witch Stalker. Our first set card. We're halfway through. And I should say, this giant spin down that is here, along with the Midnight Hunt logo, this sucker glows in the dark. So I cannot wait to actually play with it under the black light to see how we fold things out here. Bird Admirer. All right, we got 3 alternate art cards here with a Rite of Harmony for our rare, a Larder Zombie for our foil, and our second set card is an Animate Dead. Nice little uncommon there. I think I got sidetracked. I got excited by the opening. So anyways, I would have expected some of these cards, especially based on what they do and how they look and the tribes that they work with, to have a bit more value than what we've seen in these openings. All right, Commander Rare, Visions of Ruin. Our regular rare, Ghoul Caller's Harvest. And just a regular old foil to raise the effigy. And yet we haven't seen the kind of resale value except for a handful of chase cards. Oh, these are just really amazing. Evolving Wilds. I hear that's got value. Okay, that's a little sarcasm right there. And there we go. All right. And actually we were hoping for this. Liesa the Fallen Archangel. And that's a picture of her visit from, was it Commander Legends? We'll take it. We will take it. And a foil rare, the Rem Carolus Stalwart Stayer, a little Boros. And we got a set card too, the Worn Power Stone. Not sure if that has value. Certainly a nice little mana rock. And let's go on with our final pack for this particular opening. We look forward to the next series that's coming out, the next set. And I know that the Commander sets was Commander Black in the Commander Collection Black, and there was another one have been pushed now into 2022. So we have to look forward to that, and we hope to close out 2021 on a strong note. Cigar to Splendor. Can't help it. Big fan of all of the Angels and their artwork. And a Ghoulish Procession as a foil uncommon to close things out. Let's mess around with the lighting here. We don't have it quite right. We do appreciate you stopping by to check this out. We hope to open a few more things for this set. Maybe a pre-release pack I think we have on queue. And we've got a couple other things that we'll be opening up very soon. And then we want to get into a couple more discussions. So maybe you can see us and get to know us a little bit better. And we'll give you some novice insight. Novice. That's all we claim to be, is novice of the Magic the Gathering universe. And let you know whether you're trying to build a deck, what kind of lands are out there, or what some of the simple strategies as someone just starting out in this crazy game of Magic the Gathering might be able to do to at least try and remain competitive in a very, very competitive world. We'll do what we can to help you out. In the meantime, tune in, listen to our sultry voices, and see what stuff we open. We're more than happy to spend some time with you. Please subscribe, like, and then we'll see you next time in the Hayloft Game Room. Thanks so much, guys.